Hi, I'm here with Bruce, Occupy Madison, and we're going to take a little look around.
So, Occupy Madison's been on this site for about 2 months.
2 months.
And we have built structures. One of the first structures is the hoop house. There could be people sleeping in here, but this is where we hold our GA meetings.
This is a heated place.
No, it is not heated.
Not heated anymore? It was?
It was for a little while. The heating was removed by the fire department.
Oh, really? They didn't like the design, or?
Yeah, well, generally, the city has allowed us to be here, but they don't allow us to install anything that would require a permit.
Okay.
So it's kind of a catch-22. So any heating system requires a permit.
Okay.
We built these hoop houses for people to sleep in, which are much more durable than the tents.
And now this has been converted over to the flame resistant stuff?
Yes. This, we originally built them. We have one or two that have to be retrofitted still. But yeah, this is all flame resistant poly.
Okay, and here's the rocket.
That came from Madeline Island. An individual that lives on Madeline Island in the Apostles.
I want to try to not get shoot into the sun here. So has it left the site since you guys got it here?
No, it's had to be. It actually has a crank, and if it gets windy out, they crank it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we have 5 hoop houses for sleeping.
And now this is the store?
This is the supply tent, which we're converting into another sleeping structure. What our hope is to, we have people sleeping in the big hoop house, and we would like to sort of not have that be a sleeping area. Eventually, that's not really been determined by the GA. It was originally determined it wouldn't be a sleeping area by the GA, but just because of circumstances it has. So that is going to be a sleeping structure eventually. So we'll have 2 more of those. There's one back there too that we have. And this area right here is intended to be, because we cannot cook indoors, we're trying to make an outdoor. This is hopefully going to turn into an outdoor kitchen.
Okay.
That won't have a cover over it due to codes. So, but we can keep our supplies out here and washing dishes and such. This is called
the big metal building?
Yeah, it's a metal building. It's actually named the Felix Alderton building.
He's the young man that kind of put it together?
It was sort of one of the young men that put it together's grandfather.
Can we look inside?
Yeah.
Can we look inside?
Yeah.
Because I have, my last one has it kind of in the skeleton mode, just so we can see what it's kind of turned out.
Yes, it's evolved quite a bit. So we had to take all the tarps off of this and and also do the same where we put the poly, the flame resistant poly on it.
Okay.
We have one I want to say 15 amp service from the city that they allow us one extension cord from the back building, which we use very conservatively because anything over a couple coffee makers and it could blow the circuit. So we usually have like a coffee maker and a couple lights on it. It's nothing near where we could heat from it or anything like that.
Okay.
We get a tremendous amount of food donations that's constantly coming in every day.
That's great.
The tents are slowly sort of, we're trying to get people to sort of just stay in the more constructed structures. The tents are here. The tarps have to be removed soon due to, again, another fire restriction.
So you're saying they had to be like not being used for tents?
Well, yeah, and we had just a lot of tents set up early in the encampment that weren't even being used. So I think 7 were taken down recently. But most likely none of these tents probably will hold up to a very big storm.
I wouldn't think so.
So, we're sort of trying to prepare for that. Another thing we need that's not that glamorous is we have
the porta
potties that have been donated by somebody paying for them. Wood has always been a challenge, but lately it's been great. I mean, we just found 2 sources that probably give us about a 3-week. There's one source in town that we can go to that probably has 2 weeks of wood alone. Right now, the only heating area is the barrel. Okay. So a lot of the people that stay here full time tend to stay up a lot around the barrel at night to stay warm, and then go to their tents during the day to sleep because it makes a little bit more thermal sense.
Just try to sleep when it's not
cold,
dark.
Yes. And tonight is going to be the first ever GA that isn't held on site. We're just going to hold one GA meeting per week.
Let me get around to this side of you so we can light you from the front.
So there's one more GA meeting, we're doing a test, 2 GAs that will be off-site just about 4 blocks over in a community center. And that is only a political discussion, so no decisions about this site will be made at that meeting. It's just discussion about the movement itself. So any decision about moving tents, doing constructions, deconstructing things are off the table for that meeting.
Okay.
And then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we hold a GA here, and anything's on the table for that. And any questions?
No. You think you guys are going to make it through the winter?
Yes. Well, that's the goal. Like everybody here, the core group really wants to make it through the winter. Would love to be one of the last standing encampments.
And the city has you guys permitted until spring?
Not to my knowledge. That permit the application went out. I'm not sure that we've actually received it back from. That permit actually had to go through the state bureaucracy.
Okay.
So there was an application made before Christmas. I'm not sure that we've actually been approved for the permit. I think it was called don't quote me, a special events camping permit, I think is what it's called.
There's a permit for everything. What are the chances of you guys getting inside that building at any time?
Probably slim to none, but people have, I think, lobbied the city, not myself, to try and get occupancy in any of these buildings. These are all city-owned.
They're all vacant.
All former car dealerships, sort of.
Kind of ironic.
Ironic, yes. The defunct car dealers, a Pontiac and a Jeep. Well, some of them moved out to the outside of town.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and have a great week.
Well, thanks. How's Green Bay doing?
Well, good. We're really not camping out. We're kind of trying to focus more on the foreclosed homes thing, and we meet at the Harmony Cafe on the west side of Green Bay on Saturday, typically. There's some days we don't have, going forward. We have a big one on the 28th of January, hopefully. Try to get some labor people, some student organizations, just a larger attendance kind of thing.
Awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.